So hi, welcome to Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with.
I'm Nick.
I'm Josh.
I'm Madison, and we are Senses.
And some questions to say about the upcoming EP, Take Me Out of Here. So congrats on that, by the way. How are you guys personally feeling about it, since at the time of recording, it is not announced yet?
I am so excited. This is the first full body of work we're releasing. So there's so much to it. There's excitement, there's nerves. Mostly excitement for me, though, right now.
Yeah, I think I'm most excited just like putting out just like a cohesive thing and being like, we did that. All right.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I discovered you guys on TikTok a couple of months ago. Just stumbled across it, couldn't even tell you what song it was, and your publicist reached out last week, and I was like, holy fuck, I discovered that band, and I am so stoked that you reached out about the EP and then we get to talk to them about it. So I'm glad
Yeah.
you're here.
Oh my
The EP
gosh.
rocks.
Oh, it's so
That's-
fucking good.
She
That's
told
so
me
funny.
that.
We've been hammering TikTok like twice a day, and Maddie and I are just like, you want to do the next one? Yeah, sure, okay. And we just go back and forth posting like every night, and it's like sometimes we'll post at the same time. I'm like, oh god, but
God damn it.
we're
No,
just
the
being
algorithm.
they're just being mad annoying. Just we're like, how do you crack this dang thing? Like,
You
Yeah,
don't.
it's been our main job. And so when she told us that you mentioned you had found us on TikTok, we were like, no fucking way, it's working.
yeah,
That's right.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Win
Awesome.
for us.
Love that.
Absolutely. So is there any meaning behind the EP title or cover art?
Yes. So
Yes.
yeah, you can do, how about you take cover art, Nick, and I'll do the title. So basically we were wondering, the whole album itself, the whole EP itself, really for us had to do a lot. Each song taps into a little bit of escapism as like a broader theme. And we released Sleepwalking first, and that was heavily the theme of that song, just of like feeling like you're going through the motions and just really wanting to get taken out of that. And so it's actually not only a lyric in the song Sleepwalking, but we thought that phrase, like, take me out of here, was such an angsty, like, it just really embodied everything we were feeling kind of at particular parts in writing the songs.
And then the cover art, I don't know if you've seen it yet. You guys have seen it, yeah.
I think
It's like the blue sphere, and like originally there was nothing in it. It was just like blue, and we were like, oh, this is cool. It's just like simple and whatnot. But then we were talking about like, well, how can we make it more towards like the other like single artworks? And like we had the idea of what if there's a way we can somehow blend like every single art that we've put out that's on the EP, like in that orb. So like if you look in it, you can actually see bits and pieces of all the singles, like all the single art. It's like in there, but like they're all in there. So we made this kind of like world of just like all those songs, and we're like, yeah, that's it. We're like, cool.
It's
That's
very
fucking
much
awesome.
that's the world that they all live in, and that's the world we're like trying to escape from, right? So it just
Yeah.
kind of really made sense.
that's fucking
Huh.
awesome.
It's cool as
Love
hell.
that. So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for the E EP?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a different writing process than we've had before. Before this, we kind of did everything totally just kind of the three of us, and now it's been a lot more of a collaborative experience for the first time, which has been really, really cool. And I think that's the direction a lot of people are going, is kind of putting more minds in the basket. And so the last two songs on the EP, it was really exciting because our producer ended up having a couple of days off, and we went in, we're like, sweet, like we were hoping to get the EP done by the end of this year, and we basically hammered out those two songs in a matter of like a few days. And we were like, holy shit, what? Like we were not expecting that, but they just came together so fast, and we were just like so in the zone with them. So that was a really exciting part of it. But yeah, as a whole, just really collaborative, a really exciting process. We usually don't have a specific way. Like sometimes it'll start with, the music, and sometimes it'll start with the lyric. And then we just kind of, we're in the phase right now where we're just going with it. And anything that one of us feels strongly about, like, okay, let's go with that vision. Let's see it all the way through and see what happens.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like for example, one last time, Josh and I made the track for it. Like we just sat down with like drums, guitar, and like did this whole thing for it, and we were like, all right, this is cool. And then the next day we went back in and we were like, actually, let's scrap the entire thing and restart.
Yeah.
And then we like made one last time in that day, but it like took like literally making an entire track and being like, actually, we can't, like, we don't like this. Like, we need to like make something completely different. And so we then hammered out one last time, and that's how that song came out.
I feel like usually that's the kiss of death too. Like when you get so far into something, you get demoitis on it and you're like, okay, shit, what do we do now? But that one was a perfect example of like when it changed, it became so much cooler. And like we ended up loving the final product.
Hell yeah. And I was reading your bio. I noticed there's a second EP that's due out at some time in 2024. Is that currently being worked on right now, or was that something that was like worked on during these same sessions?
We're actually playing around with the idea of that. Like I think we are going with the mode right now of just kind of starting to release some more singles after this EP. I feel like that's a lot of how the industry has turned to these days, is just like singles over a body of work. So we might have something in the works, possibly.
Yeah. And like, I love the idea of putting out like an EP or like an LP, like I love that, but I just feel like nowadays singles are just how you get discovered, and how people, like, it's just people, are becoming like simpler and simpler. So it's like a single is going to grab someone's attention more than just like, hey, listen to this whole album and tell me if you like them. It's like, I don't want to do that. I want to listen to a song. So it's like, why not put out one song and like make it catchy and see if that grabs some people?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where the world is right now.
It pains me as a listener, but I manage bands. That's like my day job. So like, you know, talking to artists and being like, you should do an EP where you put out 5 singles and they're all, you know, come into an EP versus doing an album, is like, that's the smart business move. But as a listener, I fucking hate that shit, because I love a cohesive record where all of the songs weren't put out ahead of time.
I know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It takes away discovering songs.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah. So what song off of this EP took longest to write, and which one is each of your own personal favorite?
Longest one to write, probably Gonna Make Sure.
Yeah.
Just for a long time we didn't have a bridge for that. Originally it was just ended after the second chorus, and we're like, this is cool, but then we were like, it needs more, and it just took a little bit longer to get a bridge in, and then we were like, all right, it's done. And then I had a little bit more ideas, and I was like, wait, I think Maddie should do this thing with her like vocals at the end. We just kept kind of adding things to it. So I think that one probably was the longest.
Yeah. The first initial part of it was quick, and then we kind of sat on it for a while, and then added,
because we loved it so much, and we're like, we want more out of it. Like, so I was like, how do we get more? And like, how do we keep building it? So Gonna Make Sure is probably the one that took the longest.
Okay.
I'd say my favorite is the last one to come out, the one that's releasing with the EP itself, just because I'm more biased just because of the writing process of that one. And I feel like that the lyrics itself and the song just like fell out of me. And so I loved, you know, it was the one that I just overthought the least, and it just came so easily. And I just love how moody and emo it is. So that's probably my favorite.
And it's 3 verses.
Yes. Yeah. I had so much to say.
Yeah. Mad came in and just like busted it out. And I was like, that's 3 verses. She's like, yep. And I was like, okay, we're doing it.
Done and done. Yeah.
Too long.
Dang, that's a tough one. I mean, I really still love Novocaine, but also I think Can't Find the Words. Definitely the last one, I think.
Yeah.
Up there.
I love the guitar solo in Novocaine. I think it's so good. But my favorite, I have a couple of different. I have like, my favorite one to play live is probably Sleepwalking, just because there's a lot of room to have fun with it on the drums. And it just hits. But I think my favorite one, just out of all of them, is Gonna Make Sure.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
For this question, I want each of you to pick your favorite lyric or part off of the EP and tell us the meaning behind it.
Okay, my favorite is from my favorite song. I'll go first. It's the opening line of the last song is "Can't pull myself out when I get this way." And then it's like, I let myself drown from what I can't change. And it's just that feeling of like, in my head, sometimes I get so like stubborn on something emotionally, and it's so hard to like pull your, like, it could just be like a simple emotion of like, oh, I'm really annoyed at that or something. And you know, in your head, like, okay, chill, like, let's, whatever, like, this won't ruin the day. Let's just, pull yourself out of it. But sometimes like it's so hard and it affects the people around you. And I'm like, oh my God, in my head, I'm like, okay, stop. Like, I know I can see myself and how I'm affecting other people, but sometimes I just like can't get out of it. And it's like, then it adds like frustration on top of it. So it's that feeling of being so caught in a certain, emotion that you can tell is affecting other people, but it's just so hard to like pull yourself out of it.
Josh?
I'm gonna go with from the same song, the hook. When everything that I say comes out so wrong, I think it's just really cool. It's just a really cool line. Like, so many times, like, and I'm so guilty of this, like I say stuff and that it, like, I'm like, oh man, like whatever I said is not what I'm actually trying to communicate. And then there's this whole like miscommunication aspect of things. And I feel like I'm always like re-explaining what I'm trying to say. So I think that would really sat with me.
My favorite is in Gonna Make Sure. It's in the bridge. It's I know it's all 'cause you're broken inside. And I really like that lyric because the whole song is about, it's kind of like this vengeful attitude of trying to get back at that person that broke your heart and like made your life hell. And then when you get to that line in the song, it's almost like you're acknowledging, like almost like a forgiveness or like a hey, I see why you're doing this and I see why you did this. It's like saying it's not me, it's you. It's what's going on inside of you. And I think that's a really cool line because it's just kind of mature, I think. And the song's very playful and fun of just like, they're gonna make sure you're dying inside. But then you get to that part and you're just like, oh, like, hey, I see what's going on with you, and so it's okay and we're okay. So like that's my favorite line.
Yeah.
That's a good line. That's a good line. So would you guys be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you're creating this EP?
I think it piggybacks, especially like it just piggybacks of when we couldn't really do much, right? Like we were all stuck inside of our houses and, we couldn't perform, we couldn't do the thing we loved the most. And it's, I think after that, you realize that you really can become like on autopilot and, just again, going even back to like the lyric explanation, like you feel so stuck inside of like your emotions or stuck in your ways or stuck in your day to day that, it's just that expression of like setting yourself free in a way. So yeah, just a lot of like built up angst and readiness to like get out there and show people, show the world like what we love to do.
Yeah. I mean, kind of just everything. There's a lot of everything in it that I'm just like, I think we just wanted to just like, put everything in it and just kind of come out guns blazing as much as we can.
Absolutely.
A lot
Scratch
of different.
I need nostalgia itch, but then also keep it very like current and modern.
Yeah, there's a lot of different elements. Like when you listen behind like all like the organic instruments, like the drums, guitars, and the vocals and all that stuff, like there's like some like hip hop beats and there's these weird like synth sounds and like there's these like really like auxiliary percussive moments that like if you really just like listen and try and like selectively hear behind all the instruments, you're like, oh, like that's there. I mean, we discovered stuff yesterday in rehearsal for tour that we were like, what could we use as little like transitions in between the songs? And we discovered this in, I think it was Novocaine, that we were like, that's in there?
Yeah.
It's your song.
No way.
Because it's like
like,
so
what the
tucked
fuck
back
is
that you forget that that's there. Then when you hear it again, you're like, oh my God, like that's so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Damn, we did good with that one.
Yeah, we're like, oh wow.
We're
We're like,
cooking.
Fuck, okay.
I was like, I just kind of want to listen to this. Like, I don't really want to listen to this
Exactly.
song anymore.
Who is this? Turn this shit off.
But I think that's kind of like what we, all three of us, like to really tap into when we're is kind of like when we're writing the song, because it's just three of us, imagining like the bigger picture of the song before it's like actually fully produced out. I feel like sometimes it can be really hard when we're just like, all right, like I think this is an idea, but then just trusting yourself that, hey, we can make this big sounding and like lush and like all the stuff.
For sure. So how do you guys recommend your fans to listen to this EP for the first time? Should they do it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is workout EP, party EP? What do you guys personally recommend?
Car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's car. Driving.
Go for a drive, throw
Yeah.
those windows down and just blast her up.
Mhm.
Okay.
You want to make sure the people 3 lanes away from you can also hear every single word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That kind of
group
loud.
listening
Okay.
session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That or a nice,
Golden hour.
drawn, warm bubble bath, like
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
candle. There's a lot
Yeah.
of it's very
Candles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Old
Candles lit.
or
Yes.
can-
Candles lit or golden hour fucking driving as fast as you
Right.
can. Yeah.
Personally, I've discovered sleepwalking is the perfect jump roping BPM. So if you want to get a nice jump rope session in, hit up
Oh.
sleepwalking.
Okay.
Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah, you guys cover everything. Damn.
Right. We're here for you,
Personally,
sure.
I listen to the EP while eating lunch. I'd say it's a great EP to eat lunch too.
I'll take
Hell
that.
yeah. Hell yeah.
We're big foodies in this band. We're
Perfect.
big
We got a
foodies.
lot of food questions for
Yeah,
you
you're
in a
gonna
couple
love
minutes.
the next couple
All
questions.
right, let's go.
Heck yeah. So this one should be super, super quick off the top of your heads. I want you guys to describe this EP for new listeners in 3 words. 3 words each, 9 total, no more, no less.
Let's see.
I'll go first so that it's easy.
Okay. Yeah.
Big, moody, and fun.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
Big
yeah.
moody fun.
Big moody fun. I'm
Uh,
gonna pick out my dictionary words here.
Okay.
Enveloping, exciting, that's a normal word, and pounding.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. You guys took all the good ones.
Only had 2
All the
minutes
easy
left.
ones.
Was it gonna slip?
Hippopotamus? Oh, I know what you want me to say. Punk curious.
Nailed it.
Lush and just like forward.
Or hell yeah.
All right.
Like
hell
on
yeah.
ass words.
So in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the EP?
I think the biggest one like is just like it's okay to feel like these feelings. Like I feel like a lot of people, especially like with Gonna Make Sure, I'm gonna talk about Gonna Make Sure like all the time. Gonna Make Sure is like it's very much a song of like that moment after like heartbreak or like whatever when someone let you down, a friend or whatever, or I don't know, that where like everyone wants to be the bigger person. And it's just like just be the bigger person, take the high road. And the song is just like, hey, it's okay to feel like not that you don't want to be that. Like it's okay for that moment. You don't have to always be like the mature one and peacefully. Like there's a moment where you can just be pissed off. Like, and I think all the songs kind of have emotions and like experiences that we all feel, but I feel like we just kind of have to deal with them on our own. And I feel like this EP addresses specifically like some of those emotions where it's just like it's okay to feel this and it's okay to be upset about it or not upset about it.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the idea for me at least.
Yeah. No, I
Like
wholeheartedly.
of alone, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're feeling, thinking, going through, other people are doing it too. The world's a big place. There's people out there for you.
Absolutely. Love that.
Fucking good. Yeah. Hell yeah. So are you guys able to touch on any particularly challenging or standout moments from the creation of this EP, positive or negative?
Well, I don't know why this was the first thing that came to my mind.
That
But
was quick.
Yeah. I was like, okay,
I said, what?
where do I start?
That's what you gotta say.
It's so not deep too. I don't know why this came to my mind, but it's when we filmed the music video for Sleepwalking, it was that week where it was like 100 fucking degrees in LA, and we filmed it
yeah.
downtown in a metal warehouse, and it was literally like
No
can
AC.
no AC. My wife actually went and bought us at Target like fans that we could just set up for
Fox
our.
fans.
And I'm like,
this is his first fans actually.
yeah, I was literally like, okay, my makeup will not stick. Like, holy shit, this was like, why did we plan it this day? Like, it was 100 fucking degrees in there,
Yeah.
and we sweat. Like, we had people we had like our stylists and our makeup artists, like they were helping like fan us down in between.
Yeah,
Fucking
we had like one of our friends style the video, and we had him like grab like the cardboard box that the fan came in and rip it open and use the box like to like yeah.
it was bad.
That's awful. But you guys lived, so
We
that's
lived,
good.
yeah.
Damn.
Oh,
Jeez.
yeah.
We all walked out of that video looking snatched.
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah. It was 8 hours in a sauna.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that one. But also, I mean, we had to film Gonna Make Sure pretty quickly too, because remember we had to like leave for Tennessee, like, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a plan to like not shoot Gonna Make Sure for like a few weeks out, because we were like, all right, we're gonna take our time, we're gonna like blah blah. But then scheduling wise, it turned into we're shooting it in 4 days.
Oh.
we have
So we like
4 days.
so we really just had to scram, and we got it done. And I mean, it's my favorite video out of the two that we
Yeah.
had. Right, yeah, two.
Love one. Really cool.
Yeah. For this question, I want you to picture you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What was your snack of choice?
Mm.
Oh,
Kettle cooked jalapeno chips.
Hell yeah.
I really
Mhm.
like Sour Patch straws.
Hell.
Yeah, you do like. Oh.
I thought you were gonna say Sour Patch Kids. I've never had the straws before, so I had to cut that off. I'm sorry.
Okay, but if you were to pick Sour Patch Kids, which flavor?
Ah.
There's only one answer.
Oh my god, you're scaring me. The
I don't
I
want to
can't-
live like this.
And it's not
I'll-
and it's not any of the kids.
Oh, I know which ones. you're
wait, are you talking about like the sour, the worms?
No.
I'm a little
Sour Patch
confused.
Kids, the brand, they have other Sour Patch, like different
thinking. I'm
fruits.
guessing.
Different fruits? Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're freaking me out. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm
I don't know what
guessing
you're talking.
a watermelon.
Sour Patch watermelon, one of the best candies on planet Earth.
The watermelon ones
Oh,
go
I'm not a
crazy.
fan of that one. Oh,
They go crazy.
you know what? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on this one, man. I'm gonna let you guys bond over that. I'm gonna stay out of this one.
I'm
And
with you, Glory. I don't like watermelon either.
Watermelon flavored things it's just not as good.
But it's like not okay. You're right. I know. What you're saying.
No, please, but present your argument.
It's different.
It's
We're different.
And
Okay, that's fair.
aren't there
It's
strawberry
yes.
ones too?
The strawberry ones are rare to find, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
always confuse the strawberry ones and the watermelon ones because my partner really likes strawberry ones, and I always buy the watermelon ones thinking that I'm like the best boyfriend in the world. I just bought the fucking Sour Patch Kids they always want, and it's always wrong, and I always wind up having to eat the watermelon ones.
Oh, that's awful.
Like, babe, I got you something.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Josh, your snack?
Hey, I mean, aside from like a Red Bull that I pretty much seem to always come away with,
Yeah.
maybe like when they have like those weird cheese curds, but they're like different flavors and stuff. I'm like, let's just see what this is about.
Yeah, I wonder what this
You can
is.
picture those.
Damn.
Like
Cheese
it's like a chip.
No, like a
curds.
curd, like little cheese, squeaky cheese chunks.
Like little balls of cheese.
That's a very Midwestern. That's when we're at the Midwestern
See,
guest.
they're both from that side of the country, and I'm from California, so all that I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I've heard legends of cheese curds. I've never had one before, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Josh.
Kind of
Um,
amazing.
I'm from the cheese curd capital of the world, and they are something to write home about. That's for sure.
Okay.
We went
Okay.
to when we were in Wisconsin on the last tour, we stopped at some random bar establishment and they did Bloody Marys, but their whole thing was they put like giant food items like on the Bloody Mary. Like they had like rotisserie chickens,
Oh,
like a burger on it. Like
The whole thing, yeah, just
To order
right
a
up.
Bloody Mary in Wisconsin, it's going to be your entire meal. It's not
Yeah.
coming with just some celery sticks. It's coming with wings, fried shrimp, bacon wrapped dates, shit like that.
that sounds fucking scrumptious. Oh my god. Okay, I need to go to Wisconsin
Yeah, they
now. I
got all
guess.
sorts of whack shit going on in that corner of the United States.
Exactly. No one talks about it, but they should be. Damn.
why are they so quiet over there?
What are you guys fucking
They're-
planning over there, man? Jesus Christ. So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Oh,
I'll let you two answer it.
This is a hard question only because I am the band vegetarian, so I know that's really boring for me. But I think as the band dish, I would be like what do you guys think? Do you think we'd be like a mega supreme pizza or something, like the most epically delicious pizza in the
I
whole
feel like we
world?
could all agree on pizza.
We all love pizza.
It's like
Cheese
always
on
good, even when you're not quite in the mood. Like once you get it, you're in the mood, you know? So I'm like,
Like this
That's
isn't
true.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Okay, pizza.
sounds
Fuck
good.
yeah.
I'd say
Um,
pizza.
So for the last couple questions, we're going to shift completely away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
It would be, and I know I just said I'm vegetarian, but I guess if I had like one last meal, it would be my mom's beef noodles.
Ooh.
It's the most epic thing in the world. And my drink would be probably like a nice, good, classic, shitty Wisconsin old fashioned.
Nice. Keeping the Wisconsin theme here.
Yeah.
That would almost put you down rather than
Yeah.
conviction.
I'm trying to go before
Oh
I
my
go,
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Take yourself out of there.
Yeah,
On your own terms. Mhm.
Oh,
I think mine would just be like a really bitchin' steak and McDonald's Coca-Cola.
Nice.
Okay, not the Sprite. Interesting. Okay.
Possibly Baja Blast. Taco
Shit.
Bell.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I
Big
need time
Baja
to think
Blast
about
fan.
it on death row.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
You said not Sprite. You know what? No, not Sprite.
I mean, but the whole thing is like McDonald's Sprite. I've never been like,
It's
yeah,
good.
damn that McDonald's Coca-Cola. Fuck. Like I've never heard that before.
Well, you know what?
First time for everything. First time for everything.
that's funny. I'll have to go with some sort of just very extreme macaroni and cheese dish of some sort, twice baked, crunchy top, onion petal straws or something on top. I don't know, maybe. For a drink, maybe like a Red Bull vodka in hopes that it would give me wings and I would not have to die on death row anymore.
That's
That's good.
beautiful.
That's good.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Hogwarts.
What house are you?
Ooh.
I'm almost said I'm Ravenclaw. I'm Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. That's good.
I did the Pottermore test. I'm Gryffindor.
Me
Gryffindor.
too.
Fucking respect. What house are you, Madison?
I'm Gryffindor.
Oh my god,
Really?
damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Josh, did you do the test?
I didn't, but I did attend Nick's birthday party this year where I got inducted into a house, and I
Oh yeah, what
think
was it?
I was in Hufflepuff.
There you
Best
go.
house. Best house. Just saying.
My
I-
birthday party was.
I don't think that's what it was called at your birthday party, but I believe that's the one it was.
We won't talk about that. I had a Harry Potter birthday party, and it was like a bar crawl, and the names were changed slightly.
Slightly.
That's fucking
Slightly.
awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I honestly, if I could steal one, I would definitely say Hogwarts. If I couldn't steal and I had to choose my own, I'd say Bikini Bottom.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
Both
that
are
would be
good.
fun.
It'd be so fun.
I would live in. Wow, I'm so bad with making decisions too, you guys. All these questions are so hard for me.
We're all good.
But I would say,
Fun land.
yeah, where? I'll say Barbie Land because I just watched that movie and I need to have the Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Hell yeah. Fuck
Alright.
yeah, that's fucking awesome.
All right. So I've asked the last question. Every single person I've spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Gosh, this is the hardest question.
I got a top 10.
You have a top
God, it's
10.
bro ranked all 10 colors for us.
All colors.
All 10 colors.
My favorite color is
Um,
Roy G. Biv.
Ah,
You got us on that one.
I want to say blue. I love blues.
Nice.
I've been. Go ahead, Josh.
I was
What do
gonna
you
say
like,
I'm a reddish person, but then if I had to pick one color, it'd either be burgundy-ish or like teal.
ooh, those are both good. Those are both
Yeah.
really fucking good. Yeah.
I've really been on like a yellow kick lately. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like the
Best
last
color.
year, I've really liked yellow things.
Yeah.
It's just like weird because my closet is like all black clothing. So like, and my nails, I'm like black because I'm like emo. But I've been trying to like add color to my
Oh yeah.
the yellow.
All
Yellow's
right.
a great color. I fucking love it.
My drum kit's yellow. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Hell
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So as I said, that's all the questions you have today. Is there anything that you guys like to plug?
Oh, yes.
We
Follow us.
just launched our merch on our website.
Oh yeah, you can go get Senses merch. We got beanies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, stickers. We have lighters, but you can't ship those.
Oh,
You have to find us on
Gotta
the
get another show.
there you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
And
Yeah,
speaking of
It's the
which,
merch.
But
Handmade by each, we have the lack of fingerprints for a while to prove that we hand bleached all
yeah,
of
we
our
handmade them all.
t-shirts.
Love
Yeah.
that. All right.
And then just follow us on socials.
Yeah.
yeah, come out and see us on tour with Leah Kate this fall.
Our Instagram, what are our socials? Our Instagram is
Instagram,
at Senses
yeah.
the Band. Our
Our TikTok is senses at senses
rock,
rock.
Senses Rock. Twitter's at Senses Rock.
We're trying to streamline it. All right. It's harder than you think.
It's so hard.
okay.
Give us that Census Rock, please.
Yeah.
As long as they all have the same profile picture, it's
Yeah.
easy. It's
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, thank you for sound. This guy's been Senses, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.